But news came through this morning that UAE private tuition licences have been announced. So this is a situation where if you want to do after-school tutoring, you now require a licence.
That's right. Earlier, things used to be like, anyone could actually be taking those private tuitions, and, you don't really know who you're paying money to, right? Are they even qualified? Do they even have the ability to teach your kids? Now, the government has come in and said, listen, there has to be some method to this madness, and thus there are, licenses and licenses put into place for someone who wants to do private tutoring.
For more details, we're joined on the phone by Hazra Shaikh. She is working as the Head of Teaching and Learning, Curriculum and Assessment at the Indian Academy in Dubai. Thanks very much for joining us this afternoon on Kitch and Neeil.
Hi, Neil. This is Hazra. It's great talking to you.
Was this new law that's been put in? Has this been expected for a long time within the teaching community?
Yes, the teachers were expecting it, but we were not sure whether UAE would launch it exactly, because it actually gives the teaching community a little more flexibility with their income, and also on the parental end, it gives them the opportunity to know what and who are they paying, and where they can actually get that extra help when it comes to academics, to ensure that the children are in right hands and getting that proper support. So that's where UAE being UAE, we know that it takes decisions very strategically to ensure that everybody is benefited out of it. The law was announced, and here we go. We're very happy with that announcement.
So now, with permits and all that are required, how does it work? Is there an online form, or do you actually have to go to one of the Amir centers and apply with your certificates and all of that?
You don't have to actually go to an Amir center. It's been very easy. They've just done it online. First of all, it's free, of course, so it's a yippee moment for everybody. You don't have to pay anything. You go on the MOHRE website. Under services, you get this permit for teachers for private tuitions. It's just laid out over there. You enter your Emirates ID, you get an OTP, you enter the OTP, you get the form to fill in. There are 4 documentations that are required. One is NOC, one is medical fitness, and one is your qualification, of course. And once you enter and upload those documents, in another 5 working days, you get the permit.
This is fabulous, but
it's just a very sleek process and procedure that they've made it online, wherein you don't need any help from anybody, and you just get things done all by your own.
This is really good. But you did mention that one needs to put in their qualification certificate, your health certificates.
Exactly.
So what are those for? I mean, the qualification understandable, but health, why?
Health, definitely. Why? Because there are 2 types of tutoring that's available under that. One is online and one is face-to-face.
Okay.
Any child who's actually going face-to-face to any person, I think medical fitness is by, it's just by law the need of the hour, that, you're going to a fit person and who doesn't have any medication, or, who is not under any kind of syndrome or any kind of medication that they are taking into. So I think medical fitness is one of the, by need, a very verified and authentic documentation to ask for.
Well, when it comes down to many of these licensed tutors, are they able to work from their home countries whilst they still work in the UAE?
Yes, they're allowed to work from the home countries as well.
This is nice, and it's you mentioned nice. That you mentioned that this is free of charge, so one does not have to pay any fees. But
exactly.
is this open to teachers who are teaching currently, or is it open
yes,
to...
I would just like to give you 4 details on that. First of all, it's free of cost and it's valid for 2 years. After 2 years, you can renew it.
Okay.
And the 4 category which actually fall into this is, one is university students who are age 15 and above, who actually want to, kind of spend some money for themselves, and, who want to have that little pizza party or night out,
nice.
who can have some money, they can do that. Then second, you have unemployed people who are actually looking for some kind of employment, or you have housewives who are well educated but who are homemakers, considering the dynamic part of Dubai, where you are staying in a nuclear family. So you have to support your own kid at home, and where you have this extra, kind of tuition that you take, so that it feeds, it helps or it adds value to you. Then the third one is teachers who are actually teaching in school, and post their school hours, they want to do any tuitioning. And the 4th criteria would be any other person who is working for any other business or in any other profession and would like to take some kind of tutoring just to because they are interested in a particular subject, or they've done their masters or bachelors in a particular subject and they have a good hand and overall they know a lot about that subject and they want to kind of pass it on and share it on to the students. So these are the 4 different categories where you can actually apply for the license.
Yeah, well, I think this is fantastic, and given the fact that it's free, is probably what's going to be most attractive for people who do want to apply for the license.
Exactly. I think that's just a cherry on the cake. We've got everything, and on top of it is just free, something which you can do it on your own. You really don't need any help and support. And we've actually been noticing, there was a trend where people used to take tuitions, online and face to face, but now they've just streamlined the process and put it into one place so that everybody knows that okay, you have to have a license to go ahead and do that, and just to make sure that nothing illegal happens.
Well, we appreciate your time. If people do want to get that 2-year permit, as we said, it's granted free of charge. You can go along to the digital platform of the Ministry of Human Resources and Emiratisation, and on the website you'll find the private teacher work permit. Hazra Shaikh,
Exactly.
the head of teaching and learning, curriculum and assessment at the Indian Academy in Dubai. Thank you very much for joining us this afternoon here on TSB Talk Sport Business.
Thank you so much.